Let's take a look at fanning some parameters. Before we get started, let's recall snapshot 3. Back to our direct selects. And I want to grab my front of house movers at full rem dim, enter. And I want those to go to my Singer focus palette. Fan on EOS consoles is a mode. So I can simply type fan, enter, and I'm going to put group 5 into that fan mode. So from here, any parameters that I change with my encoders are going to be fanned. Let's take a look by moving our pan encoder. You'll see instead of all moving together, I have an anchor fixture, which is the first channel in that selection. So in this case, it'll be channel 101. And the remaining fixtures in the selection are going to fan out with the final channel in the selection fanning the farthest at any given time. This also works with color parameters. So if I switch to my cyan encoder, you'll see that the last channel in the selection, in this case 105, is going to get hit with that cyan first, followed by 104, 103, and 102. The first channel in the selection is going to be unaffected by this parameter change. I'm going to roll that back out. I can also use my level wheel. So similar to the other examples, that channel 105 is going to fade out first, followed by the next one, etc. I can roll that back up. Let's get those guys back to their Singer focus palette. As with our command line fan, we can also change the order of our fan selection. So from here, let's say fan, and you'll see we get those soft keys again. I'm going to say center and press enter. Now if I move my pan encoder, those fixtures are going to move out from center with my center fixture, in this case 103, remaining anchored where it was. Put those back. Tilt is going to do the same thing. They're going to move in opposite directions with the center fixture remaining. Those back there. Let's turn on our psych parent channels again. I'm going to touch my minus cells direct select, say full enter. And now I'm going to touch my cells only direct select and say fan, mirror out, enter. Now using my encoders, I'm going to roll out my amber. And then I'm going to roll out my green. And you can see that it's going to roll using that fanned selection from the outside in. If I roll some of that back in, it's going to come back in the opposite fashion. Using those modifiers again, I can say fan, mirror out, repeat 3, enter. For this example, go ahead and roll out all of the red, and then slowly dial down the green. You'll notice that we have 3 separate subgroups within our fan selection, and each of those are using the mirror out behavior. The center channel within each of those subgroups is remaining unaffected by our encoder changes.